But I'm going to tell you a story about me. This week it happened. After contemplating this passage, after contemplating the words "do nothing" or do nothing without do all things without murmuring and arguing, focusing on those words for several days, I arrive at Orchard View High School over in Muskegon on Wednesday morning to sub, and there's nobody there. The school is dark. And I was there the day before when a storm hit. In fact, we lost power. I didn't know what was going on. So I drove around. And the Muskegon Area Career Tech Center, which was just up the street, that was closed too. Nobody was there. And so I'm trying, what's going on? I even called the superintendent. I'm a substitute school teacher. I didn't get any reason why, we were having school, etc. And then I there were some construction workers at the Career Tech Center, and so I asked one of them. I said, "Why isn't there anybody here?" He said, "Oh, there's no power. We don't have any power." So school's closed. But I didn't get any notification at all that we didn't have school. So I drove 30 plus minutes for nothing. So anyways, guess what I did the entire drive back home and beyond? I murmured and I argued a lot. In fact, telling you this story probably means I'm still doing it, because you can probably hear the frustration in my voice. Question is, am I going to get paid for that day? We'll see. But if I'm not paid for that day, guess what? I am not supposed to murmur and argue about it. Pray for me, please. All right, so I thought of another thing that the Bible tells us to do. Love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Love doesn't murmur or argue. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. If someone keeps a record of wrong, you can be sure that that person murmurs. Our capacity to love others depends on our love for ourselves. That's why Jesus says, he doesn't just say, love your neighbor. He says, love your neighbor as yourselves. Now, I used to think, I don't know, that seems kind of like wrong, Yet I think there's something very important about him saying that. Do you love yourself? Not in an unhealthy, narcissistic way, but do you love yourself? Does Eeyore love himself? So our ability to love ourselves and then love our neighbor as we love ourselves depends entirely, I believe, on faith in God's love for us. So, let's back up to the scriptures. Do everything without arguing or complaining, so that you may be blameless and innocent, children of God, without blemish, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. These are hard words. In which you shine like stars in the world. This passage has amazed me forever. All we have to do to shine like stars in the world is not murmur or complain. It's what he's saying. It's literally, Paul is saying, don't argue, don't complain, don't murmur. You use whatever word you want to use. Don't do that stuff. And you're going to shine like stars in the world, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. All I got to do is not murmur, not argue. It sounds so easy. Sounds so easy. Ain't so easy. At least not for me. Encouragement is the theme of this whole thing. I've been thinking a lot about encouragement the last year or so. I want to be an encouraging person. When I became a clown, I took a clown name. You probably know this. I've talked about it before. Barnabas from the Bible. Why? Because I didn't want to be Buttons the Clown or Bubbles the Clown or any of those things, you know. What silly names. So there I go murmuring again. Sorry about it. Anyways, I wanted something more profound, so I took Barnabas. Why? Because Barnabas is translated son of encouragement. And I thought, wow, that's great. What is a clown supposed to do? Yes, I'm going to be Barnabas. Well, I have encouraged many people over the years as a clown. My question to me is, have I encouraged people as a man? Do I shine in the world? Do you shine in the world? Do we shine in the world? Does this church shine in Fremont? This world, this Fremont, needs us to shine, needs Jesus to shine through us. So to whom the shoe fits, like me, I will conclude by saying, quit your belly aching and shine for Jesus so he can shine through you.